Title: Why Women Fall for Men Who Don't Chase Them. Sadia Khan, Relationship Coach Introduction. The magnetic pull of nonchalance. There's an undeniable allure in a man who doesn't chase. It's not arrogance, it's not disinterest. It's a quiet confidence that speaks louder than any grand gesture. For many women, especially those who have matured beyond the games of youthful infatuation, this kind of man becomes irresistibly attractive. But why? Why do women often find themselves drawn to men who seem content within themselves, who aren't scrambling for attention? This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about the deep psychological need for emotional safety, authenticity, and the unspoken challenge of earning genuine connection. In this article, we will dive into the real reasons behind this phenomenon, and more importantly, how men can cultivate this magnetic detachment in an authentic, respectful way. 1. The power of self-containment. Emotional independence is sexy. A man who doesn't chase exudes emotional independence. He isn't looking for someone to complete him because he already feels whole. For women over 25 who often navigate careers, responsibilities, and their own emotional growth, this becomes a beacon of security. Emotional independence signals, too, a woman that a man is not entering a relationship out of desperation or emotional void. Instead, he's there to share, not to take. This subtle shift changes the entire dynamic. A self-contained man doesn't drown a woman in constant validation seeking. He respects space, respects individuality. Solution to apply: men can cultivate this by investing deeply in their own passions, friendships, and self-reflection. The goal isn't to ignore women, but to develop a life so fulfilling that their presence is a choice, not a need. 2. The unspoken confidence of non-pursuit. Confidence isn't always loud. In fact, the most powerful confidence is quiet. It's in the way a man holds himself, the way he listens more than he speaks, and how he doesn't feel the urge to prove his worth constantly. When a man doesn't chase, he subconsciously communicates, "I know my value. I don't need to convince you." For a woman who has encountered her fair share of overreacher, approval-seeking suitors, this calm self-assurance is like a breath of fresh air. Solution to apply: men should focus on internal validation instead of seeking external approval. Practice self-affirmations and mindfulness. Engage in activities that reinforce competence and personal growth. 3. The feminine desire for emotional safety. Women crave emotional safety, not just physical protection, but a space where they feel emotionally understood and unpressured. A man who doesn't chase provides this space. He allows the woman to approach at her own pace, to open up without the fear of being rushed or cornered. This dynamic creates a foundation of trust. The absence of pressure makes his attention feel more genuine, more earned. Solution to apply: men should practice active listening without the agenda of winning her over. Replace the mindset of pursuit with curiosity. Let conversations unfold naturally without steering them towards romantic outcomes prematurely. 4. The silent challenge. Earning his attention. Human nature values what isn't easily given. When a man is selective with his attention, it ignites a woman's natural desire to earn his focus. This isn't about manipulation. It's about being discerning. Women respect men who have high standards, not in a condescending way, but in a self-respecting way. When a man doesn't immediately place a woman on a pedestal just because she's attractive, it challenges her to reveal deeper qualities. Solution to apply: men should refine what they value in a partner beyond physical attraction. This clarity helps in maintaining standards without being dismissive. Engage only when there's authentic resonance. 5. Emotional maturity. The calm amidst the storm. Life is chaotic. Relationships can be emotionally turbulent. A man who doesn't chase often embodies emotional maturity. He's not reactive, he's responsive. This calm presence becomes an emotional anchor for women. Instead of amplifying drama, he diffuses it. Instead of feeding insecurities, he offers stability. Detachment isn't coldness, it's composure. Solution to apply: men should work on emotional regulation techniques. Practices like journaling, meditation, and even therapy can sharpen this composure, turning emotional maturity into their natural state. 6. Mystery and depth. The allure of the unrevealed in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Mystery becomes rare and deeply attractive. A man who doesn't rush to reveal everything about himself invites curiosity. His depth becomes a landscape she wishes to explore. Women are intuitive. They sense when a man's quietness stems from insecurity versus when it stems from depth. The latter is magnetic. Solution to apply: men should embrace the power of pause. Share stories and vulnerabilities selectively. Allow the relationship to be a journey of mutual discovery, rather than an instant download of personal history. 7. The energy of presence. Without attachment, being present without being attached is a subtle art. A man can show interest, listen intently, and engage sincerely without making the woman feel like his happiness depends on her response. This energy feels safe, refreshing, and liberating for a woman. It communicates: I enjoy your company, but I'm not tethered to your validation. This makes his attention feel pure, untainted by neediness. Solution to apply: men should practice mindfulness in conversations. Focus on the moment, not the outcome. This shift naturally detaches expectations and amplifies genuine presence. Conclusion: cultivating detachment as an authentic strength. The men who attract women without chasing them aren't playing games. They are, instead, deeply connected with themselves. Their detachment is not a strategy. It's a byproduct of a fulfilling inner life. For men who wish to embody this energy, the journey starts inward. It's about nurturing your own passions, sharpening your emotional intelligence, and finding contentment in your own company. When you do, your presence becomes a gift, not a plea. And for the women, this kind of man offers a sanctuary, a space where connection grows organically, unpressured, and deeply rooted in mutual respect. So, if you've ever wondered why women fall for men who don't chase them, it's not the act of not chasing that captivates. It's the man's quiet confidence, emotional maturity, and the calm energy that assures a woman, I don't need you to validate me, but I welcome you to share this space if you choose. If this message resonates with you and you're on a journey of becoming your best self, not just for relationships, but for a richer life, then join us at Awaken Mindset. Subscribe, share, and let's build a community of men and women who value depth over noise. Let's awaken together.